Good morning.
Morning, brother.
How are you?
Mate, I'm tremendous. It's great to be up here in Dalby and up here with community and also with you guys.
Yeah. Look, we feel the same, brother. I mean, yesterday we were in Chinchilla, and we got to have a look at what you guys do and talk to a few people from community, and again here in Dalby, and got a couple more days before the week's out in Toowoomba and then Warwick.
Yes.
Just fantastic, the whole setup, what you guys have got going, but it's been a long journey, hasn't it?
Mate, I've had to reinvent myself 3 times to get to where I am today, and you know, I think that's very vital in what you do. You know, if things aren't working, you've got to change things, and you know, I went from being a men's program operator to a trauma and recovery facilitator. Now I'm a barber. But at the end of the day, I can still do that work from behind the chair, which complements what I do with people in the chair. And that's have healthy conversations. That's yarn to people about their journeys and take the pressure off people. When I put the cape on people, especially men, they feel invisible and they start talking from a different place. And you know, sometimes clinical spaces are places where people feel least comfortable, and sometimes you've got to get them out where they feel more comfortable. And for some people, it's out in the open, and for a lot of men now, it's in the barber chair.
And that's the beautiful thing about it, creating that safe space to be able to allow people just to have those little yarns about where they're at lives, a little bit about their backstory, and it's always good to hear, you know, those sort of things, and then that starts that healing process, doesn't it?
Mate, I think a lot of visual learners like to be in open spaces. I think when you're confined to being inside of a box, I think you can't really see the full picture of who you are or where you're going. So I think a lot of visual learners need to be in open spaces to learn, and that's why it's important the work that you guys do, going out in community and taking people out of conference rooms and out into on country, whether it's a riverbank or whether it's sitting out under a tree, whatever. And it's the same as us, you know, like, you know, even we go one step further with the barber space, because, you know, obviously you can still go to a shop front and get a haircut, which some people like, and we go out into the bus with the bus in the communities now, and we take the service out to them, which is something that they're enjoying.
Beautiful. And look, we had a bit of a yarn last night, and it was just amazing, like the synergies between like Mib Bar and Walkabout Barber. I mean, it was such music to our hearts, if you like,
100%.
to be able to sit there and talk to like-minded people.
Yes.
And Shelley, like, just to hear Shelley's story as well, it's just such a beautiful thing to be able to do, brother, you know. So
my wife was buzzing after she left. She goes, she said, "Bub, we finally met a couple more people just like us." And I said, yeah, it's amazing when you actually do meet people that are similar in a lot of values and a lot of beliefs, and also a lot of dreams too, you know. And our biggest dream is to help people to help themselves. And if we can do that, and if you can walk beside people that do that, you know, the load becomes lighter. You don't have to carry the full load of thinking that you've got so much responsibility on your shoulders. If you're out doing your own thing, you're a lone ranger, you're going to struggle carrying the weight of people's worlds on your shoulders. So to be able to sit with you guys last night and have a yarn and listen to what you guys are doing, and you know, the journey's being so similar, especially around that healing path and that well-being and that you know, that mental health and moving forward space. It was great.
And just like, well, one last thing, just the amazing crew that you've been able to put together, and it reminds us of, you know, like our mobs that we put together as well, that come and help us, and you know, they're part of the family, aren't they?
Oh, 100%. You know, like, I've had lots of people come through the barber space. Some stayed, some go. You never own anyone. They're only with you as long as they need to be with you, and then they go and do their own thing. And I'm aware of that. And as long as we can provide a space where people can come and cleanse and heal themselves and unprogram, reprogram, and move forward in their own journeys, I'm happy with that. We've got 4 young gun barbers in there. One from Toowoomba, one's from Dubbo. one's from Western Sydney, and the other one's from Mungandai. And then we've got 2 beauty therapists up the back, one from Tinga, northwest New South Wales, and then we've got one from Armidale as well, Anaiwan country. So I try to give our mob first chance of employment in our bus. That doesn't mean I won't employ anyone else, because I don't discriminate. You know, if there's non-Aboriginal people that I feel could fit in our space, well, they'll get an opportunity. But there's good and bad in all people, and sometimes it's the bad that ruin it for all the good people too. So we got to make sure that we all stick together, Bruce.
So true, brother. Thanks so much for your time. Just just to connect and be able to have those yarns has been invaluable to us, and I know it helps our hearts heal that little bit as well. And we'll keep going on our journey, and we'd love to be able to do some work with you guys in the future.
I'm sure we're going to do some work together, bros. It's been on the radar for a long time, but it was just the ancestors that had to line us and connect the dots for us, and I think they have now. And but you know, I'm gonna bring you in here in a minute, and I'm gonna give him a bit of a cutthroat shave. He reckons I couldn't get anything off that, but I still can. I'm gonna cutthroat shave this hair today, and he's gonna walk out smick. Might even have a crack at those eyebrows too, eh?
Yeah, I'll fucking
Big love to you all.